Today, I'd like to talk about the appreciation of poetry and spoken word. I wrote an article back in September about how much I appreciate poetry and spoken word. Poetry is something that is deep to my heart, um, close because I wrote poetry since I was 8 years old, and uh, I can remember the first class assignment that I had to write the poem, and it was different because it was in like the '90s and times were a lot different. We didn't have technology. We didn't have this all these gadgets and cell phones and everything. So it was different. I wrote it on loose leaf sheet of paper and pencil, and I wrote the poem. I don't know what the poem was called, but I know it was good because the, the classmates liked it. It was, I mean, I, I've always got good reception from my poetry, and and that's why that's one reason I write poetry is because people they like listening to my poems and they like reading my poems, and I like sharing. I like sharing my poems. So that's something that I've been doing for a long time. I haven't been as consistent with it as am now. Now I write poems every day, and it's something that I want to keep up. And I write a variety. I've written for newspapers, and um, so I have experience in journalism, and I'm not really doing journalism anymore. But I haven't closed the door to any type of writing. Um, Writing is just what I do. I'm gonna be writing forever, God willing, and so right now the focus is on poetry and spoken word because the written word, the spoken word are two things that are powerful that can really change the world, and that's what the world needs. It needs to change. Some people argue that the world doesn't need to change, but I argue that the world needs to change. The way that things are going and the way things are headed, we need to change, and we need it fast, and we need to stop uh, sitting on the sidelines. We need to speak up. We need to write our truths and write what's going down and document what's happening, and not be silent when it's time to really move the needle. So so this poem, this story that I wrote is basically uh, appreciation to the poets and the spoken word artists that are out there every day doing their thing. Um, this is my way of giving them a tribute to what they do. I'm one of them myself, but I know I could do more, and I've strived to do more. And so this is for you, the appreciation of poetry and spoken word. Poetry and spoken word allow us to reach the sky's limit and explore the entire depth of the ocean floor. I've been to peaks and valleys all because of poetry and spoken word. While my physical body may not have yet climbed Mount Everest, my spirit has traveled there. There are many phenomenal poets and spoken word artists around the world. You'll be stunned by what a poem can do to you. It can energize you when you're exhausted. It can even offer support you never knew you needed. Whether you're a poet and spoken word artist or a member of the audience, you can learn from recitation and reception. I appreciate all styles and structure of poetry and spoken word art. The platforms may change, but one thing remains constant. The world needs an expression of connection. How we use our words affect people's lives. They can guide us down a path of enlightenment and insightfulness or destruction and corruption. It doesn't matter if you perform on stage or in another way. Expressing and sharing your art is rewarding and enjoyable. Sometimes the delivery is sacred. How do you define poetry? In the spoken word. We can experience poetry while walking in the park. True poetry isn't static. Body language plays a significant role in both art forms. A pretty woman's eyes and smile are poetry to me. There's no wrong way to poeticize if it comes from the heart. To me, poetry and spoken word are about life, love, happiness, and peace. Writing a poem brings me joy when I'm down or sad. It's a blessing to express myself. Holding back feelings and emotions regularly is unhealthy for us. Regulation is different than denial. So, to every poet and spoken word artist out there, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for not holding back, but sharing, expressing, and connecting. So, that's the gist of the poem, the article that I wrote. Um, to add to that, I would just say that your poems reach more than just one person. I mean, because the one person that you reach, you can reach another person, and it's a chain effect that happens. So never think that because you might not have that many, subscribers on YouTube. You might not have that many Instagram followers. You might not have that many uh, people, but things can go viral, and and if it doesn't go viral, it's not the end of the world. I mean, you reach somebody. Somebody was impacted, and that's what it's about. It's about making an impact with your poetry, with your spoken word art, with your words entering into somebody's psyche and changing their mindset, making them think for a change, think differently, think of the possibility, think of a new philosophy, a new idea, a new way of thinking, a way of life. And that's what poetry can do for you. It can bring you out the dumps. It can bring you into a way of harmonizing, of harmony. It can connect you with people. It can bring you into a way of being, a way of seeing things, and that's why I love poetry, because I'm also like into motivation and inspiration, and like as you can see, like the power bar behind me, power tower behind me. I do pull ups and dips and chin ups and back rows and all these things, just to keep my body in shape, because your body is the temple, and if you can keep your body going and stay strong, and as you get older, it's more important to really take care of the body even more. So, and you take care of the body, and then you can take care of the mind, and you can take care of the soul, and you can take care of everything, and the spirit, and poetry. Like I talked about body language in there. A lot of poets, when they do their poems, especially like the slam poets, they use their bodies, and they use every tool at their disposal. They use everything they got to show you a story, to convey a message of an idea of what they're trying to get across to you. And there's so much to say nowadays. There's so much to say, and I'm also into like just living life for God. I really like to live life for God. I like to um, like be a good person. I mean, but people say they're good people, and what does that really mean to be a good person? I mean, I just want to live a life that is meaningful at the end of the day, that's purposeful, that is not gonna take from people. Um, I don't want to live off of people's misfortunes. I want to get things the right way, and I think if we get things the right way, and we're not stepping on people's toes, and um, we're not getting things the wrong way, scamming and scheming, then then we have nothing to worry about. You know, we have nothing to worry about. So I hope you enjoy this message. I hope that your day is blessed. I hope that everything works out for you, and that you found some value in this video. I've been absent on YouTube, I know, and I want to be more present on YouTube, and I plan to be more present on YouTube. It's something that I promised my father that I would do before he died. That I would focus on YouTube because he saw a vision in me, of being a good YouTuber, and I think I could be a good YouTuber. It's a lot to learn on YouTube. It's a lot to learn. I love watching YouTube, um, and yeah, it's a lot to learn, and I just want to grow a channel that is respectful and respectable, and I don't want to make a lot of enemies. I know I'll probably make some enemies. Somebody might not like what I say, um, but hey, that's that's how it goes. That's life. You're not gonna like what I say. I'm not gonna like what everybody say, but they say we can disagree and be agreeable, or agree and be disagreeable, something like that. But just take care, and have a good day. Peace.